Hello everybody, Mitzi Cruz here, host of Lincoln Live. Today I am so excited to welcome Mia Balderas Guzman. And Mia is a local shop owner and just an influencer in the community. Really excited to hear more about the event she's here to promote.
Yay.
So Mia, can you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, first of all I want to thank you for the time and giving us this platform to be able to share with everybody in the community what we're doing. I live in Lincoln. I was born and raised here. My parents have been here for I think close to 50 years.
Wow.
Went to school here and everything, and my family and I own the shop right over here, Bless Your Heart Market, and we've been there for almost 5 years. And I also am a partner/vendor at Gypsy Chic Vintage Market, so we do that as well. And yeah, we love being here. We love the community. I've always been really supportive of local events. I've helped out with Sober Grad and Relay for Life, so my next project is one that's super close to my heart. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And for those of you who have not been into Bless Your Heart Market, it is adorable. It's located right on 5th Street, just right by Lincoln Boulevard. So definitely stop on in.
Yes.
What are your hours?
We're closed Monday and Tuesday, and then we're open Wednesday through Friday 10 to 5, Saturday and Sunday 10 to 2.
And what type of items do you sell there?
Oh yes, so we, my husband and I make signs. We buy a lot of reclaimed wood, and we'll make handmade signs. I do a lot of jewelry because that's what I love, and a little bit of home decor and a little bit of vintage. Not a whole lot, but a pop of it, just because it helps to bring whatever vignette I'm creating, what comes together with those pieces that I bring in. So yeah, that's
awesome.
it. So come shop with us, come say hello, come have some candy, come have some coffee, just hang out.
Yes, and Christmas is coming, and don't forget to shop local.
Yes.
So, Mia, why don't you tell us about the event that you're here to promote today?
So we're promoting our event. It's our second year doing it here in Lincoln. It's Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, will be held here in the Placita on Saturday, November 2nd from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And if you've been to an event, thank you. If you haven't been, it's an amazing experience. I know with the new movie Coco that came out recently, there's a lot of hype, and people are a little more intrigued with the history of what that was about. My family, my parents were really big on culture growing up, so we as kids always had an altar, and we celebrated Day of the Dead in our house growing up. So for us, it's a family tradition, but we want to bring that to the community. We want to share that tradition and those different really cool memories that we have. And there is a huge I think Hispanic community here that I would love to be able to merge with everybody else and bring everybody together. So it's our second year, as I said, and it starts at 5 p.m. and we have local community members that will put their own altars that are still available. So if you want to book one, you can. We have food trucks that are coming in. We have live music. We will do a community altar that anybody can participate in if you guys want. You guys are welcome to either bring a picture to put in that altar. And it's just a fun evening of culture, good food, music, and entertainment.
So for those who are watching who are not familiar with
Yes.
Dia de los Muertos, did I
Yes,
do okay?
You did.
Okay. So tell everybody what that's all about.
Dia de los Muertos is a tradition that is celebrating loved ones and ancestors that have passed on. It starts on October 31st, and Saints' Day is November 2nd. And what we do is, what you and I would understand as a shrine is what the altar ends up being. It's a space that you create, and it can be small. It can be a tabletop, it can be a 10 by 10 space, it can be a console table in your house, and you bring out different things that signify that loved one that has passed on. So it could be a picture of a grandma, it could be your grandma's favorite flower. For us, my nephew passed away when he was 17, and he was really close to my daughters and I and my husband. So we have his surfboard out, we have his sunglasses out, we have his favorite candy. Back then he liked, I think it was Rockstar. So we put that out. So it's just a way to really honor them. And you put that stuff out, you put out their favorite food, or you make their favorite food if you can do that. And you fill your altar with marigolds, which is also, in Spanish they're called cepasuchis. And you put those out as well. And it's just a really good way to honor them. And sometimes you can pray for them, you don't have to. But that's really what it is. It's a celebration of life. It's not, I think in Mexico, it tends to be more of a celebration of what we had with them and the happy memories that we had. So it's a good way, especially with kids, I think, to be able to teach them and put a spin on something that's so devastating for everybody.
Right.
And so you can kind of honor your loved ones that way and share that with your kids and give them something that can be a positive outlook on something that's so devastating in our lives.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. I love the fact that, you know, oftentimes maybe grandparents or, you know, it doesn't really matter who the family member is if they pass and maybe the kids are too young to remember.
Right.
Now they're actually learning every single year they have a little piece of that family member.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. It's a good way. Yeah, and my kids, like you said, exactly. My daughter, my youngest, was really small when my nephew passed.
Yeah.
So she doesn't remember a whole lot about him, but she'll say like, oh yeah, we'll look at pictures and she'll say, oh yeah, I remember him doing this, or he did like that, and so it's kind of cool that you're able to keep their memory alive in that way. And like you said, it's positive. It's once a year. It's a fun event that you put together with your kids. Yeah.
And I'm sure it makes you feel like you're close to them again, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we feel like their presence, the energy. I know when we did the event last year, Wayne from the DLA was here, and he said, oh my gosh, like the energy in the plaza was just really positive and everybody just seemed so happy. And I think that's a reflection of what that day is a day of people and culture and energy and just a positive spin on, you know, like I said, something that could be so sad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
So if somebody is planning on coming, but they don't necessarily, you know, want to put up an altar or things like that, then it's still going to be a great family-friendly event.
Yes.
Still come out.
Yes, come out. The entire plaza will be full with altars. This year, because it got bigger and we had such a huge success last year, we will be closing 5th Street and F Street, which we're super excited about. So you'll have vendors. We have local vendors that will have craft booths and other type of booths out on the street. The food and drinks will be on 5th Street, right here in front of the plaza. But you'll be able to park and you can walk the entire event. Before I forget, we'll have Aztec dancers, and they will do a blessing ceremony right at 5 p.m. and then they will perform later on in the evening. And we'll post updates on our page with like what time the events will start and who performs at what time, so you guys have that as well.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the page?
It's Dia de los Muertos, I think. Oh my gosh, right? Dia de los Muertos on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have any questions about it, you can email us, and also on Facebook and Instagram, the links are there to message us on Facebook. If you want to text us, if you want to email us, it's all there for you to reach out to us. If you want any more information about the date or altars or being a vendor or what kind of food we're going to have, we'd love to have you guys come out and support the event. Yeah.
So, you know, I love the story about how this all got started.
Yeah.
So do you mind sharing that story with everybody
who's watching? Of course. I love it. Yeah. I was telling Mitzi how my husband and I had the idea to do it at our shop. And if you've been to our shop, it's tiny. I think it's 400 square feet. And we put it on the calendar and we went live with it on Facebook, like I do with many other shop events, like, you know, come shop and sip and those kind of things. And we went on vacation. While we were on vacation, my daughter called and said, Mom, your event's blowing up. You've got to do something, because either they're not going to fit. So I'm thinking of like compliance with the fire department and the city and the Lincoln PD. So I was going to close it down because I thought I can't accommodate the amount of people that were saying were coming. But I talked to my husband and he said, well, you know, well, let's talk about how can we move it? What can we do? And we reached out to the city, and of course Parks and Rec was super supportive and allowed us to do it in the plaza. And like I said, it was much smaller, but we had a huge attendance. I have pictures if you guys have a chance. Go to our page, because there was people everywhere. And I had thought, if I get like 100 people, I will be so happy. Like that'll be like, it'll be what I wanted it to be. And then I was busy, like, you know, greeting people and setting people up, and I kept seeing people come through, and I was like, I had chills because I thought, oh my gosh, it was like, it was more than I had ever wanted. It was perfect, and everybody was really happy, and it was fun, and we got a lot of good feedback from people, and we had people coming from Roseville and Citrus Heights, and
wow,
it was great. And I didn't know until afterwards. Steve Archer had mentioned to me that this is the only big event in Placer County. We, growing up, would go down to Midtown, and we would do our own altar there with the, I think it was La Raza Galeria. We would promote that, and we would do our event there, or participate as a participant, not as an organizer. And so, yeah, there's a lot of events like in Sacramento and Stockton and Modesto and further north. But here in Placer County, it's the only one. And so I didn't realize it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, now we have people coming from Auburn,
wow,
from Yuba City, from Roseville. So we're super excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look what you started.
Yeah.
And this was just 1 year ago, you guys.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So we're excited. Hopefully it'll continue to get bigger.
Yes.
And then I think my goal is that if the community sees what it can be, and if they experience it, they'll want to participate, like in the years moving forward, and then it'll just get bigger and better. Yeah.
So one of the things, we were chatting offline, and I know that Mia and her family have just really done this incredible undertaking to put this on, but really, I mean, this is grassroots, you guys. They're the ones that are taking care of everything, organizing it, running a business, running a family, everything.
Yeah.
So if you guys are watching and you have any interest in helping or sponsoring next year's event or any of those things, definitely get a hold of Mia.
Yes.
And so she'll see how she can work in.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to have local support from business owners. And like you said, it's something that we're putting together that, because we're kind of going with the motions and trying to make sure we can cover everything and these new goals that we have. And thankfully we're able to get that done. But yeah, moving forward, we'd like to be able to provide more.
Yeah.
And if we have more support from other business owners, that might be more attainable.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I definitely want to sponsor next year, and I hope you guys do too. You know, you watched the show before.
I do, yeah.
Very interactive, so I'm sure there's folks that are watching that have questions, comments.
Can you talk about the date and time?
Yes, it's Saturday, November 2nd from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
And then folks don't need tickets?
Nope, it's all free. Everything's free. I think most of the food trucks will take like Square or debit card payments, but it's besides the food and the wine and beer that you're drinking, the event's free. But come out, support the crafters, you know, buy local, like you were saying, eat local, and have fun.
And then lots of activities for the kids, for people asking.
Oh yes, my surprise news that I posted on our page. Yes, so we just confirmed yesterday we will have Hector and Miguel from Coco here. Yeah, so we'll have that for the kids, for pictures or whatever. You want to hug them, whatever you guys want to do. They will be here, and we will post the time probably later in the week once we've kind of finalized our schedule of events or entertainment for the day. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
And the kids, they're space painting as well. And the kids are able to look and kind of walk through. You'll get to see, they can walk through the altars and they can look. It's just, there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of different displays that all the different altar participants will be doing. So yeah. Anything else? Any other questions?
Yeah, I was.
People watching asking, and asking about if they know it's family friendly. So
Yes.
for,
Yes, definitely. Yeah. We promote. We want you guys to bring the kids out, bring your neighbors, bring your friends, bring everybody out. We'd love for you guys to share it on your page as well, get the word out there, and help us get more people from the community involved and attending.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so bummed. So out of curiosity, so this year, November 2nd falls on a Saturday, so that's pretty easy.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah, but what about next year?
I think, I haven't decided, and I'll have to talk to my committee, but I think, I don't know, because last year it was Friday, so it worked out really good,
Yeah.
and we try to do it 5 so that way people can come after work. I think we'll just see what kind of response we get, and maybe we'll leave it up to the community to decide. Do we do it every Saturday of that first Saturday of the month?
Right.
That might be something we do, because a lot of the local events in Sacramento are happening now. They happen now through the end of the month, so that might be an option too. But we want feedback from you guys. We want to hear what works best for you guys. In the future, if we should do it at 4 p.m., we're open to ideas so that way everybody can participate. But yeah, that's a good question. So we'll see. Next year we'll post the date once we know what kind of feedback we get from this one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So let's talk raffle prize.
Yes, raffle prize. The raffle prize will be dinner for 4 from your choice of the food trucks that will be here, and we will have Roca's Jamaican and Caribbean food. We'll have Carniceria Gonzalez here, and we will have this gal that does Mexican hot dogs. Have you had one? Have you had one? Oh my gosh, they are amazing. So when I travel to Mexico, I'm a total foodie. I don't eat in restaurants. I eat on the streets. I like when I go to New York, I want a dirty hot dog. I want a hot dog off the hot dog cart.
That's right.
And one of the really traditional foods in Mexico is a hot dog, but they wrap it in bacon, and then it's like grilled till the bacon gets crispy, and then they put it on the bun, and they add mayonnaise, ketchup, maybe mustard, but don't quote me. And then they put diced jalapenos, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onion. It's so good. So this gal that does that from the Sacramento area, she's going to come out and make those.
Oh, cool.
And then we have the local church, La Guadalupana, which is a nonprofit for the Virgin Mary here from St. Joseph's. They're doing a little booth, and they're going to have Day of the Dead bread, which is a huge traditional dessert that we serve or we eat that day. So they'll be here as well.
That is so awesome. Look what you started.
I know, right? I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We're excited, and I'm excited that we're here, and fingers crossed the weather will be great, and it'll be a great opportunity for people to come out. I'm happy. I'm happy that this is happening again.
Yes, I can tell. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, with the weather being in the high 80s and almost up to 90 degrees tomorrow, hopefully it'll hold out.
It'll hold out for another week or so. Yeah.
So you guys know how this works. You heard that awesome raffle prize. Just share this video by noon tomorrow and comment, share it in the comments below, and you'll be entered in to win that raffle prize. And I know we got to catch up on some raffles, so we will do that here shortly. But did you have any final thoughts, or anyone have any final questions?
People are just excited about the
Yay! Yeah, let me see. We talked about the contest. So we will have a Katrina and Catherine costume contest. Again, last year when we did it, I threw it out there kind of like, let's just give it a shot. And we had kids, we had women, we had men that came in full gear.
Really?
So we will have a giveaway, and some of the local business owners will participate with giveaway prizes for that.
Yeah.
So if you want to come in your sugar skull, face painted, or wear your hat, your charro, whatever you want to wear, that signifies for you what a Katrina or a Catherine looks like, and you'll get entered into our contest that we'll do in the plaza throughout the evening. So yeah, that's another piece that I forgot to add.
So, Katrina. So what is that?
So Katrina is like the female like sugar skull lady, dama. And so she wears there's so many different versions of it. Big hats, a beautiful dress. She's got the sugar skull face painting, a lot of florals. And the Catherine could be anything, a top hat, a charro hat, a cowboy hat, and it's, again, the sugar face painting with his gear, with like his dress clothes, if you will.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see all the pictures.
Yes, we'll share them with you.
Okay, good.
And we'll share a picture of the hot dog.
Oh goodness, miss out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
And again, I'm bummed I'll miss it, but you guys don't have to miss it. So be here November 2nd here at the plaza. We're at Behrman's Plaza right here off of 5th Street. And definitely come on over and participate in this awesome event. And if you guys have any questions, contact Mia. All right, have a good day.